Life tells a story of choices, forgiveness, and rebirth. Welcome to Life Tells Stories, where we explore the most intense, emotional, and unexpected stories of the lives of ordinary people. Today we present you a story that seems to have come out of a movie. The story of a wife who left her husband and 3 children in search of a different life. But fate had other surprises in store for everyone. Have you ever wondered what really happens when someone decides to leave everything they have to chase something uncertain? Stay with us to find out all about it. If you like this type of content, don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. Every week a new story awaits you here on La Vida Racconta. Amanda, 24, seemed to have everything a person could wish for: a loving family, a caring husband, and 3 wonderful children. She lived in a cozy home and carefully took care of every daily responsibilities. However, behind the smile and the tranquility of routine, Amanda felt something different. She felt a deep lack, an emptiness that was difficult to define. The days seemed all the same, as if her life was consumed in an endless monotony. Amanda spent her time taking care of her children and the house, while her husband, Gabriel, worked full-time. Theirs was an ordinary life, without any great surprises. There were happy moments, sure, like when everyone would laugh together at the dinner table or go for walks in the park. But beneath the surface of these moments, Amanda felt that something was missing. Every day, the thought that maybe there was more to life began to creep into her. One day, Amanda woke up with a disturbing thought. She didn't want to live that life anymore. She felt trapped, suffocated by everyday life and by the image of her husband, Gabriel, who, although loving, seemed to occupy every emotional space in their life. The desire for freedom, for something new and unknown, began to grow inside her. The world around her seemed more like a prison than a safe haven, and so she made a drastic decision: to leave everything. Amanda felt like she had no control over her own existence. Society's expectations, the image of the perfect family, and the constant need to be available to others took her breath away. She began to think that perhaps somewhere else, there was a more exciting, more alive life. She felt the need to find herself again, to discover who she was outside of the role of wife and mother. The internal conflict led her to make the most difficult decision: to abandon her family to chase that elusive desire for freedom. Driven by an unstoppable need for change, Amanda left her home, her husband, and above all her children, 3 souls who looked at her with unconditional love. Amanda moved in with a new man, Luca, who had promised her a life of emotions, serenity, and freedom. That promise seemed to be the key to her dream of escape. However, the reality of this new life was not at all as she had imagined. Far from her children and loved ones, the sense of freedom turned into a painful sense of loneliness. Luca was charming, different from Gabriel, and he seemed to offer her everything she was missing: adventure, laughter, and lightheartedness. But Amanda soon realized that life with Luca was not perfect at all. The authentic connection she had had with her family was missing. The laughter became forced. The apparent serenity turned into emptiness. Amanda began to miss her children, their innocence and their unconditional love. Every time she thought of their trusting eyes, the guilt grew, and the freedom she had longed for turned into a gilded cage. After a few months, Amanda realized that Luca was not the man of her dreams, and that her new life was not at all what she wanted. The reality of a life with a stranger, in an alien environment, and far from her children, proved distressing. The days passed, but the weight of remorse grew. Memories of Gabrielle and their children followed her incessantly. It was as if every minute spent away from her family condemned her to an ever deeper internal torment. Every night, Amanda dreamed of her children's smiles, their laughter filling the house. Those images haunted her during the days spent in the new house with Luca, where there was no warmth from her real family. Every time she saw a mother playing with her children, she felt a piercing pain. The knowledge that she had left her children to chase an illusion destroyed her. She understood that true freedom was not escaping from responsibilities, but finding a balance and authentic love with those who love you. In the meantime, Gabriele was left alone with his 3 children. The separation was devastating for him. The man who had once had everything found himself without his life partner, having to raise his children alone. But despite the pain and desperation, Gabriele did not give up. For the sake of his children, he decided to fight. Gabriele took a job as a taxi driver to support his family and give them everything they needed. It was not only the physical fatigue, but also the emotional one. The feeling of failure and the sense of abandonment were burdens difficult to bear. Every evening, Gabriele came home dead tired, but 3 smiles full of trust and love greeted him. This gave him the strength to continue, to wake up every morning and face another day of challenges. Even though the house was quieter and Amanda was deeply missed, Gabriele did everything he could to ensure that the children never felt alone or neglected. He made an effort to play with them, read them stories, and get them ready for school. Despite how tired he was, he knew that they were his strength and his reason for living. When all seemed lost, Anna arrived in Gabriele's life, a young woman who brought with her a light of hope. Anna not only offered moral support and practical help in managing the family, but became a pillar for Gabriele and his children. A special bond was created between Anna and Gabriele. Anna knew how to listen, understand, and support Gabriele in times of difficulty. She was that sweet and encouraging voice that gave him the strength to get up and look to the future with renewed optimism. Anna entered Gabriele's life quietly, initially only as a friend and neighbor. She offered to help with the children, taking them to the park or simply cooking for them when Gabriele was too tired. Her presence became more and more constant and reassuring. Anna never tried to replace Amanda, but simply to bring warmth and affection to a broken family. Her kind and patient way of being allowed the children to open up to her, and little by little Gabriele also realized that Anna was more than just a friend. Gabriele began to see Anna as much more than a friend. A genuine and deep feeling was born between the two, a feeling that did not need to be forced. With Anna at his side, Gabriele found a new motivation to face each day. Thanks to her, he also managed to get a new job, a more stable position that allowed him to guarantee his children a more peaceful life. Anna had become his rock, his support, the person he knew he could always count on. The days began to improve for Gabriele. Anna was always there with him, ready to support him, to celebrate the small victories and to share the difficulties. There was no need for words to understand that what was growing between them was something special. One day, during a simple walk with the children, Gabriele realized how important Anna had become to him. Her smile, her constant presence, her sweetness had won him over. Gabriele realized that despite all the pain he had felt, his heart could still love. As Gabriele and Anna's life progressed, Amanda decided to return. After regretting abandoning her family, Amanda returned to Gabriele's door, asking for a second chance. She had understood the mistake she had made and wanted her old life back. But Gabriele, despite the pain he carried in his heart, was now determined. He had already found in Anna the person who had been by his side in the darkest moments, the one who had given him back his faith. He invited Amanda to leave, making it clear that her life now belonged to someone else. Amanda tried to explain her reasons, her regret, but Gabriele was firm in his decision. There was no room for her in his life anymore. Anna had been there when he needed someone the most, while Amanda had chosen to leave. The children had now found a new balance with Anna, and Gabriele knew that making them go back would only bring confusion and pain. Amanda left, heartbroken, but aware that her mistake had had irreversible consequences. Dear viewers, what do you think about Gabriele's choice? Do you think he should have given Amanda a second chance? Leave us a comment and let us know your opinion. After Amanda's return and her firm decision, Gabrielle and Anna decided to continue their journey together. It had not been easy for Gabriella to turn the page, but thanks to Anna's love and support, he understood that what really matters is not who leaves you, but who stays by your side in difficult times. Anna loved Gabrielle and her children as if they were her own, and together they decided to build a new life, a renewed family, founded on love, respect, and gratitude for the present. Gabrielle and Anna began to make plans together, not only for their future as a couple, but also for the well-being of the children. Anna treated them as if they were her own children, participated in their school activities, helped them with their homework, and always tried to create happy moments for them. Together, they decided to renovate the house, transforming it into a place that represented this new phase of their lives. Every corner of the house began to reflect their love and their desire to grow together as a real family. The story of Amanda, Gabrielle, Anna, and the children has become a story of rebirth and love. Amanda had chased a dream that, in the end, turned out to be a nightmare. Gabrielle had faced loneliness and the deepest pain, but had found the strength to get up again thanks to Anna's help. These four protagonists teach us that sometimes in life you can make wrong decisions, but what really matters is learning from those choices and understanding who are the people who truly love us. Loving also means knowing how to let go and knowing how to welcome those who are next to you in the darkest moments. Despite the pain each of them faced, they all eventually found their own path to happiness. Amanda learned that impulsive choices can lead to devastating consequences, and that true love is what remains even when things get difficult. Gabrielle learned that despite the pain, it is possible to find happiness again, especially when you have the courage to accept the help of those who truly love you. Anna showed that love is not possession, but rather support, patience, and dedication. This story taught us how important forgiveness and willpower are. Gabrielle chose not to be overwhelmed by pain and to give a new meaning to his life thanks to Anna's help, showing extraordinary strength. Amanda made a mistake and paid a high price for abandoning her family. But through her mistake, we learned that it is never too late to grow up and understand what really matters. Did you like this story of rebirth and love? Then don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Life Tells Stories, so you don't miss any of our exciting stories. Give it a like if you believe that every person deserves a second chance, and leave a comment to tell us what you think of this incredible story. Thanks for following us until the end. See you in the next video. Goodbye and a virtual hug to all of you from Life Tells Stories.